Hi, I'm Coach Hallis. Welcome to weeks 5 and 6 of the Keeping It Real vlog. Uh, we have lots of content to cover, and I think I'm going to break this down into the overview of the major content that we've gone over in the class since the last time I vlogged with you, some of the struggles that we're going through, and some of the positive takeaways. We went into practicing paragraph writing. Thesis statements were due. Not all of them are in yet, but as we write this article, we are going in chunks. And so they submit a thesis statement, and next week their first drafts are going to be due. So at the start of this week, their thesis statement was due. I'm able to give them feedback on that so that by the time they write their first draft, they'll have a better thesis statement. And then after we do peer reviews and conferences and things like that for their first draft, they'll get an opportunity to revise that. So when you get into chunks and pieces of working on one thing at a time, it's less overwhelming. So that's where we are with that. And then we had our interview this week with Ella Dickinson, who is a local writer for a food blog, and she was great. Really interesting character to come talk to our students. So all of that happened this week. Now, I wish that I could say that PBL or deeper learning were things where it's just like this simple strategy that if you do it, everything is going to just go well. And sometimes in our desire to push for that, because it is, in my opinion, so much better and what students need and so much more than traditional learning, that it can seem like the claim is that if you use project-based learning or deep learning strategies, then everything's going to be instantly better and everything's going to go great and everything is going to be smooth, and that's just not reality. So I want to talk about a couple of those struggles. One of them is when you're dealing with kids that are conditioned for the traditional structures, sometimes there's going to be some resistance when you're now asking them to go from jumping through the hoops, just whether that is an advanced student who's used to jumping through the hoops to get their 97% or their 100%, tell me what to do, I'll do the thing, and I'll get my grade. Or on the other end of the spectrum, you have people that have learned to do just the bare minimum. Tell me what I need to do to just barely pass, I'll do it, I'll make you happy, and we can move on. Give me the worksheet, give me the test, give me what do I need to do to get a 60%, and that's it. Of course, the gradient between that, when you're going from that expectation, whether it's bare minimum or this is what I need to do to excel, and you're asking them to do something more meaningful than jumping through hoops, there tends to be some resistance or confusion that you have to tackle. There's also all of the struggles that students bring in with them. They don't disappear just because your instruction has improved or the method of your instruction has improved. So these are the kind of struggles that you need to accept, and that if you think that that's going to go away, if you're doing PBL right, or if the claim is that doing deeper learning will fix that, and then you try it and it isn't like all automatically better, then yeah, you're probably going to be disappointed, and you might feel, well, then all of this work that I did for this wasn't worth it, especially early on. So we're in early stages where we have a lot of work left to do, and that's some of those struggles that we're going through, along with just the systemic challenges of a school system, fighting things like dress codes and this year COVID compliance and things like that. So you have to remain vigilant and committed. So really good news is I've talked to a couple of students of mine in the class about jumping on to this process and sharing some information that will be public to the community. So that's what we have to look forward to in the near future. One is a little bit more introverted and the other is more extroverted, and hopefully we're going to get some good information out of them and they can share what the process is like from their experience. If you have any questions or things that you'd like me to touch on in the next vlog, let me know in the section below, and I'll hit on that in the follow-up weeks. Thank you.